Okay, today I'm doing a different video. This video is going to be a mini series of interviews with people who are on working holiday visa in Australia. And my first guest is Myka.
Right.
And I'll ask him a few questions and let's get started if you're ready.
Sounds good.
So can you tell me who are you, where are you from, and what made you decide to come to Australia on a working holiday visa?
My name is Myka. I'm from the United States. It's something I've been looking at for a few years, the working holiday, but obviously the opportunity to travel and make a little bit of money. I did want to see different parts of Australia and culture and all of the landmarks, but also the proximity to Southeast Asia was kind of one of the big things for me, as it is for a lot of people.
Okay, great. So before you arrived, what did you think of life? What was your expectation of Australia before coming here? Did you do any research? Or?
I did. It was kind of sporadic throughout the years and then more concentrated as I was getting closer to coming here. I've had some friends that have done this, so like even friends that more than a decade ago have done working holiday, and then up until I met a friend like last year who had just finished her year, and then came to where I was living at the time, so it was nice to have that kind of information. But I think with anybody it's easy to fall into the like Instagram trap of like drone videos and caravan, driving in the outback and like kind of the glamour bits. But yeah, I think my expectations were about what I've experienced, not in every single like facet of it, but I knew that a lot of the backpacker jobs were going to be things that maybe you wouldn't normally do in your home country, or like, stuff like that.
So can you tell me about your first days working here? What was the hardest moment, and did you ever think about giving up?
First days working. Well, I'm currently actually in my first job in Australia. Finding that job became difficult. I think specifically, and I'm sure you've heard the same, that this year has been especially difficult for backpackers between the economy, world events, things like that. So I actually tried for like the first month, kind of looking around to find a job on my own. The job that I normally do is more seasonal, so wasn't able to secure something in that field during this time. But finding a backpackers hostel was kind of the key to that. It made it a lot easier. Obviously, that's kind of what they're here for, to do, to help you out. But you hear a lot of horror stories, or you read a lot of things online of like, you go to a backpacker hostel and you pay the full rent, but they don't find you any work. They don't even try to find you work, or it's like one day a week just enough to get you to stay there. But I think specifically the hostel that we're at has at least held up that end of the bargain really well. And is making, you're getting the value out of that.
Great. So far, what has been your happiest or most unforgettable moment in Australia, like so far?
Most unforgettable. I think I enjoyed my time the most in Sydney overall. I wasn't there very long, 2 weeks, but that was kind of the only time I was really doing touristy stuff. So much before I went full job mode. So I was there during Vivid, which was really cool, the lights festival in the winter, and like walked around with a local there, so I saw some cool stuff. I really enjoyed diving the Great Barrier Reef. That's the plan, to continue doing that and find my job in doing that. But even the one day that I was able to get on the boat.
Definitely. I mean, I don't know if you already mentioned, your background. Myka has an extensive experience, like background in diving and scuba diving, so hopefully you will secure something in your field.
Yes, that is
that's the...
I love farming, but
you want to do your own thing.
Exactly, and I think that's kind of back to what you said about like, we're asking about like expectations of Australia. It's like anywhere, especially if you're moving from across the world, from Europe, from the U.S., from parts of Latin America, like it's gonna take time to get everything situated and figure everything out.
100%.
And it's just a huge learning curve.
Yeah, definitely. So, what is something people outside of Australia or like they don't understand, like about being a backpacker in Australia? Like,
I think they also fall into the Instagram trap of it being really glamorous and like non-stop adventure and fun, and like it can be for sure.
Can be, yeah.
You do get like moments of that, but I think even sometimes people at home, they don't really understand what hostel life looks like, or they don't understand kind of the finer details of sharing a small room with a lot of people, sharing
100%.
a kitchen with a lot of people,
Exactly.
coordinating even just going to the grocery store if you don't have your own car. Figuring
small
out
details, right? Like just people don't think about. They always think about like all the happy moments they're gonna experience, but actually there are other things that actually they don't know because somehow maybe they don't show it on social media.
Exactly.
That part.
Yeah. Even just figuring out transportation, or I've had a few interactions with different jobs that are like, can you be here right now? And it's like, well, no, you're so far away. I will be there as soon as I can, but I think the size of Australia is definitely something that people underestimate. Obviously on a map it looks big and whatever, but people kind of like, oh, you're just bopping around from city to city, from town to town, but it does take some planning and organization.
Definitely.
I will say, as an American though, at the very least, their public transport, or the ability to use not a car to get certain places, is helpful if you're like me and still saving for a car and trying to figure out, even if you want to buy a car, that kind of stuff.
Sure. And in what way has this experience changed you as a person, like so far?
I think it's always the people you meet. Even different places I've traveled, you're going to learn a lot about yourself through the other people that are around you. So in a way that every single person's kind of a mirror to yourself. Because even if you think they're nothing like you, then chances are you spend enough time with somebody that you'll find those similarities and those differences.
100%.
I think, not that I'm an old person, but being maybe on the older end of a working holiday visa, now I'm pushing late 20s. Whereas I would say a lot of the people, even in our general midst, tend to be a little bit younger. It's just giving me more time to think about what I want to do after this. Because I think a lot of people that are younger are they're going to do 1 year, do their studies, maybe come back. Kind of a little bit of more of a flow like that. But for me, it's more just do I stay here? Do I try to do 3 years? Do I go through in Australia? Again, what people might not understand about Australia, everything requires some kind of class, course, certificate, credential, whatever you want to call it. So
Which takes time and money.
Exactly. How much do I invest in upskilling if it's something that's only applicable to the country itself and that kind of thing. But what do I want is kind of the gist.
So, if someone watching this is thinking about coming to Australia on a working holiday visa, what would you honestly tell them? What would you recommend them?
Save more money than you think. Again, this year, from what we've been told, has been a little bit harder with finding jobs, but the Australian government recommends a minimum of 5,000 Australian dollars before you
still tight, actually.
That can be quite tight. And again, maybe it's easier at different times, but I probably spent close to that, if not more, just in my first month trying to find work, trying to figure out all of this stuff, on transferring my current credentials to specific ones for the country. So just keep that in mind. With the courses and everything, it's expensive. Food can be expensive depending on where you live. So big thing is money. Save way more than you think. and be open to, things outside of a field that you normally are working in. If that's something you can research ahead of time, the kinds of jobs backpackers get. What does farm work actually entail? Or would I rather do picking versus packing? Or would I rather get my forklift license? Or working out those details, as well as having a good plan of the fun stuff you want to do. Because otherwise it's going to end up being a lot of work. And
you'll miss the holiday part, which is
exactly. And some people, they do more holiday than others. Some people do 1 week of working, 1 week of traveling. Some people do there's some guys here that have been just 5 months pretty much
just working
straight up. So just deciding maybe kind of ahead of time how you want to play it. That way you can find a more sustainable route to make that work.
Okay, perfect. So last question: can you describe your Australian working holiday experience in one word? And and why? Like why?
Crikey.
Okay, a good word to describe it actually.
Yeah, it's gonna be ups and downs. Yeah. Every day is a little bit different about maybe not even necessarily in what I'm doing every day, but sometimes in how I feel about it.
Waking up 5 a.m. in the morning, going to the field,
chucking watermelons,
just weeding the chilies and chucking big ass watermelons. Definitely.
It's
a tough feat.
It can be a lot, but then you get the paycheck and you're like, okay, then you're able to save a little bit of money and kind of see maybe what all of this is for. But it's been tough in a lot of ways. I've questioned a lot of things, but I've also met a lot of cool people. I have some new interesting things to add to my resume and say that I've done. So
that's great. Thanks, Myka, actually, for answering all the questions. I think it's gonna be quite. You gave quite a lot of insight actually about the experience, because you've been here only for a few months, right?
It's almost. I guess it would be 2 months yesterday.
2 months,
I arrived in May 20.
And hopefully, what's gonna come next? It's gonna get better and better. Your experience and finding a job in your own field and having more connections. I think it's gonna turn out good.
I think patience is the key. I think it's a bit. Try not to be hard on yourself, because it's a bit unrealistic to move 100%. To a new country and just expect in the first month or two everything to fall into place. And I've had to be practicing a lot more.
I think that last point was very important. Again, thank you very much for answering all the questions. So we'll continue with the next person. My second guest is with me here, Luke. So can you? So let's start. Can you tell me where you're from and what made you decide to come to Australia?
So my name is Luc. I come from France. 27 years old. I decided to come in Australia in 2025, just after my master degree, when I finished it. Because during my master degree, I went to Canada to study for 1 month, and I was like, if I made that part of the world, why not go to the
why not go to the other side of the world?
So I crossed everything, and first I planned to come with a friend, but at the very last moment, he changed his mind.
Okay.
So I was like, you know what? That's a sign. I'm gonna just take my backpack and let's go. I'm gonna try by myself.
Wow, that's nice. So before you arrived, what did you think life in Australia would be like? What was the biggest surprise once you got here?
So I guess everybody else, I watched some reels, too many reels on Instagram, and I was like, it's gonna be easy. I'm gonna make money, easy to find a job. It's gonna happen right like that.
Paradise, everything ready.
But when I arrived, for me, I was lucky, because when I arrived, I found a job in 3 days.
In 3 days, In what kind of job did you?
I was fixing appliances for Electrolux.
Okay.
The brand, like a fridge, cooktop, microwave, all of that.
Yeah. That's
The
nice.
things that happened when I arrived that shocked me, but I guess especially if you travel by yourself. When I passed through the door at the airport at Sydney, and I realized like no phone, no money, no one that you know, and you're like 16,000 kilometers away from home. I was like, maybe I made a mistake.
Yeah.
But no, that was a good experience to live.
Yeah. Everything worked out in the end, I guess.
Yeah, and here I am.
Yeah. So, actually, you already mentioned your first days working here. You got your first job after 3 days.
Yep.
Fixing appliances.
Yeah.
And like, what was the hardest moment? Like, did you think about ever giving up or something like with the jobs that you did?
No, I'm lucky enough. I don't have any moment where I wanted to give up.
Yeah.
Because I had the job in Brisbane for 6 months.
Yeah.
Then I left to do my three months in the farm.
Yeah.
When I arrived to do my farm, I already had the job at the meat factory. So
Okay.
it was planned.
Yeah.
It didn't work very well. I left after the first day.
Yeah. It's
Um,
tough. Yeah. Working in a meat
and
factory.
in 2 days, because I was talking with everybody I was living in my car
Yeah.
for 4 months. I did that, and so I met all the people in the free camp. And in 2 days, I found many farms around us.
Just
went there.
networking, talking to people.
Yeah, just talking to people,
Yeah.
and I found my other job like that in 2 days. So I'm very
That's
lucky.
pretty good.
Yeah, I'm very lucky.
But I mean, I think you create your own luck though. Like even when I
Yeah.
met Luke here, he was actually just going in person all the farms, just giving out like
That's the only
resumes and
thing that
everything.
works.
I think, yeah, like, but it's like fishing, you know. Like if you throw
Yeah.
your fishing rod in every direction, you're gonna catch something.
You're gonna get something.
Yeah. So far, what has been your happiest or most unforgettable moment in Australia?
I would say it's a timeline when I start to train for my Ironman, and when I
Oh,
made
yeah.
it in Melbourne.
You're wearing the shirt, by the way. Yeah. Yeah.
The Ironman is the best accomplishment I've
Oh,
done.
really? Wow.
Because I was doing the training while I was doing my farm. So it was like during 4 months actually, 10 hours of work per day,
Yeah.
Monday to Saturday, and then 2 hours training every day
Wow.
while sleeping in the
Respect.
car.
I mean,
That was
takes a
mad.
lot of dedication and effort. And I mean, he told me that he was in the army before, so he has that discipline. Like this guy, he's very like.
I wanted to do it, so yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's my best. That's my best souvenir.
Awesome. So, what is something like people back in France, like they don't understand about being a backpacker here in Australia?
I
do you
would
think?
say that's so two things that come together. The first one is things can change very fast. In 2 days, like I'm gonna take my example. On Friday I was in Brisbane.
Yeah.
On Sunday evening I was here. So I traveled 1,400 kilometers in 2 days.
In 2 days.
Just because I get the number of Mary from someone that I met
Yeah.
1 year before.
And there you go. Here you are, like just.
And then you have to adapt to everything, like especially if you travel by yourself. When you arrive somewhere else, new life, new job, new people,
Yeah.
new everything.
Exactly. I think everything kind of like there's no set plans. Like
No.
it changes all the time, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
And you
job
can-
situation, even
Everything. You can meet someone, travel with someone for 1 month, 2 months, a year,
Yeah.
and then stop. Or you can come with a friend, and after 3 months it stopped. Also, you never know. So I would say, things change very fast.
Yeah.
And the second one, you need to adapt very quickly in every situation.
Yeah, that's true. Perfect. So, in what way do you think has this experience changed you as a person? Like so far, being a backpacker in Australia on a working holiday visa.
For me, my travel at the beginning, the objective was to come here to see if the place is good to live here, like to get
Maybe
my
long
family
term or
in
something,
long
yeah.
term. Very recently that no. Very like
yeah
2 days ago.
yeah
So
yeah. You had a revelation actually. Maybe you want to mention about that, like after you had the injury.
yeah,
Like-
I was playing football on Sunday.
Yeah, we
then
both were playing.
Yeah, we were playing sorry.
And I got injured too on my shoulder a little bit. And you?
Well, my knee twisted in the wrong way, and I realized that I was far from home. And what made me realize that is, I was sitting on my chair and I was like, oh, if I need to get a surgery or anything, I'm gonna have to take 3 days to travel from Australia back to Europe.
Yeah.
And I realized after, as I told you, like if tomorrow for any reason one of the parents or someone that I cared is in the hospital and is gonna die in less than 24 hours, I can't even go back and say goodbye. So
Yeah.
and also second point, very important for later my future family and all of that, is maybe the lack of culture, deep culture.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
the culture of barbecue is not enough.
So yeah, okay, fair enough. So if someone watching this like video is thinking about coming to Australia on a working holiday visa, what would you recommend them? Like what would you honestly tell them?
Come try by yourself. Don't expect someone to tell you something like his own experience and
Yeah.
you're gonna have exactly the same. I've met people that have done nearly the same thing as me and they have a complete different experience. So just come, try. That's
See
how,
how it goes.
yeah, that's how you can make your own opinion.
Okay, sounds good. So can you describe your experience so far in one word in Australia working holiday?
That's a lesson.
Lesson.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
a lesson, I would say.
Why? Why?
Because I've learned. Because you learn how to adapt, really.
Yeah.
And that was my first travel just by myself.
Hmm.
And so it's very different. Because all
Oh,
the
okay.
decision that you do, it's your own fault.
Yeah.
The consequences are on you.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
yeah, you have to think, but think fast, think good.
And you're on your own.
Always. Like I've been stuck in my car in 2 days because I wasn't able to repair some parts. I repair them by watching YouTube videos.
You have to figure it out yourself. There's no one to come and
Yeah.
help you.
No one's gonna stop and no, you're just by yourself. So if you fuck, you have to do it anyway.
Okay, fair enough. Thanks, Luke. Actually, I think we got some really good answers.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
I hope.
Today we are at the beach, and I have another guest in my interview series. So can you introduce yourself? Where are you from? Who are you?
My name's Ben. I'm from Canada, Vancouver specifically.
And what made you decide to come to Australia on a working holiday visa?
I knew I needed like a bit of a break in Australia or in Canada.
Yeah.
I knew a couple people in Sydney, so that I thought would make it a bit easier to land on my feet.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
kind of a break
Okay.
from
so-
working and school.
Yeah,
and
doing something different, like
switch
just,
it up a bit.
yeah. So before you arrived, what did you think life in Australia would be like? What was the biggest surprise once you got here?
I thought it'd be really similar to Canada.
Yeah.
Commonwealth countries, same language.
Same language, yeah. Same land size, even like just
Yeah,
so big.
roughly. Like I thought it'd be pretty similar. What was the hardest?
What was
part?
like the biggest
Ooh.
surprise for you once
The
you got?
food is much different.
Okay. In what way?
I think we're so spoiled in Vancouver.
Ah.
Really good food, and then I compare everything to that.
Yeah.
Breakfast in Australia is shockingly good. Dinners maybe a bit different. I think the food was definitely like I didn't expect the difference.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Going into a grocery store looking for bell peppers, and they don't even call it that here.
They call it
capsicum.
Capsicum, yeah. Yeah, true. So tell me about your first days working here. What was the hardest moment, and did you ever think about, I don't know, like I don't, I think you have a different experience, but like
Yeah, I started bartending, which I'd done for many years now in Canada, but I started at the Opera Bar at the Sydney Opera House. The hospitality culture is so different in Australia.
like in a good way or bad way.
I wouldn't say it's like bad, it's just different. Australians want like no frills, less of like really personal service. They really just like give me what I ordered, call it a day.
Yeah.
Don't care about like table service isn't very common.
Yeah. And do they tip, by the way, like when they buy a drink? Like
Tipping's not a thing in Australia,
Yeah.
which I knew, but I mean, wages are way different.
Yeah. Okay. So far, what has been your happiest or most unforgettable moment in Australia?
I would say there's a couple moments. The nature and the beaches are definitely the highlight for me.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Nature, you would say. Okay.
Swimming in all the rock pools in
Yeah.
Sydney, it's like probably my
unique experience.
favorite thing. Like you can just any time of day walk down to the beach. You don't have to worry about sharks. You just get in the rock pool.
Yeah. Okay. So, what is something people back home don't understand about being a backpacker in Australia?
The unpredictability of it. Like staying in Australia for a full year, trying to find jobs, ending up like moving to random cities and then leaving 2 weeks later because you didn't find a job there.
Yeah.
I would say like the unpredictability of like where is work gonna be, where am I gonna live, where's the next paycheck coming from? Like,
Yeah.
there's definitely added
Everything can change
stress
very
there.
quickly, right?
Things
Just-
can change overnight.
Yeah.
I never thought I'd end up in Bowen. I mean, beautiful beach,
we-
but I did not expect
Yeah.
that.
And by the way, he worked with us on the field, like a farm.
Yeah.
And how was that experience?
Unenjoyable. The people made it really fun. I never want to pick watermelons again, but at least I can say I worked on a farm picking
Exactly.
watermelons.
There you go. Nice. Okay. So, in what way has this experience changed you as a person? Do you think?
I've always been like a pretty easygoing person, especially the last few years. However, I think rolling with the punches is a huge understatement. I mean, one day I'm bartending, the next week I'm picking watermelons, living in
Drastic
some
change.
crazy shared accommodations.
Yeah.
Definitely finding more like new ways to keep myself kind
Like
of
adaptability or something.
adapting to the new situations, but also like finding things to do that are just gonna make me happy and kind of like on my downtime, like
Yeah.
go to the beach is like an understatement, but just kind of little things like to
Yeah.
fill your day
And enjoy the
and
moment, right?
enjoy
Whatever.
the moment.
Yeah.
That you kind of take for granted when you're in your home base, like
Yeah.
at home, just call a friend, go out, that kind of thing. Oh, I know all the spots. But here I'm like, have to search for a whole new thing. Like
Yeah.
finding your basic routine over and over again. Every
Yeah.
time you move, you have to create a new routine. And
That's
I've done
so
it
true.
like 7 times in 7 months.
Yeah, that's crazy. Okay. So, if someone watching this is thinking about coming to Australia on a working holiday visa, what would you honestly tell them?
Save double, if not 3 times as much as you think you're gonna need. And try and like find find some community groups before you come. I know there's quite a few. Like if you're Irish, there's a huge Irish community in Sydney, and like, support services to kind of connect people. But it can get really lonely really quick. Moving to a new country, you can't just call your friends back home. It's a different day there.
Exactly.
Trying to build a little community before you arrive would probably be really helpful.
Yeah.
I mean, you meet people at work, but just having something else to connect with before you arrive would be really helpful.
Nice. And last question, describe your working holiday experience in Australia in one word. And why?
Adventurous doesn't do it justice. I think I have to go with adventurous.
Okay.
/ unpredictable.
Unpredictable, okay. And reason actually you already explained.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, you really just have no idea what the next week holds.
Yeah.
But it's the fun of it.
Yeah, there you go, yeah. That uncertainty sometimes.
It can be scary and annoying, but enjoy it.
Enjoy it. Okay, that sounds great. Thank you, Ben.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks for the interview. Yeah.